Hi friends! First of all, I want to thank all of my subscribers. I've had quite a few new ones this week, and that's exciting for me because I like to make a lot of people laugh. The more the better. And our power is probably going to go out. I don't know for how long, but we have a big storm coming. Could go out for days or maybe even up to a week, depending on how bad it really is. Anyway, I didn't want to keep you hanging with the Ashwin situation and how he reacted to my beautiful work of art. Here's where we left off. Ashwin said, "Princess, where are you?" I said, "You're too nice to me, Ashwin. I'm home with the kids for a quick lunch break and then back to the hospital. I'm a terrible person. Richard is possibly dying because I got a mean dog on purpose. Because I wanted to hurt Brytnie. I made a terrible mistake. I was blinded by anger. I don't deserve friends or true love. Fred is being so nice to me by bringing over flowers and breakfast. But why would he want to be with me? He sees my husband is in a coma because of what I did. My kids don't understand that this is my fault, but someday they will. They will grow up to hate me because of this. I'm a mess. Sorry I haven't answered the phone. I just can't talk right now. I cry all day. No one can understand what I'm saying through my sobs. And Fred has been here a lot helping me with the kids." Ashwin said, "Princess, I always with you. And remember a single thing, that you are not a victim, so don't blame yourself. No, don't blame on yourself." I think he means that I am a victim. I'm a victim. "Thank you, Ashwin. I'm at the hospital, and Fred is letting me use his laptop to update family on Richard's condition. His mom, Heather, is being so supportive, but Richard's dad, Steve, is threatening to sue me for wrongful death if he dies. I'm going to have to suffer the consequences of bringing home a mean dog. I can't claim I didn't know because Chopper had already attacked Quasar. Fred is getting me some breakfast. We slept in the hospital waiting room all night. A friend will be bringing the kids soon, and my mother is coming to stay, probably at least a couple of weeks." This is when it starts to get really weird. "Princess, I want to say you something. When you went to your home, please let me know. Then I will share my feelings with you. My dear friend, love you, my Barbie." Smiley face. I replied, "Ashwin, you know I'm naive, right? I don't know when people are joking or not, especially in writing. Are you just trying to make me laugh, or are you being serious? Barbie, you're so funny, my little Cabbage Patch doll. I don't know when I will go back home. There's no telling how long Richard will hang on for. If you call, my mother might answer, and she's not very nice to people she doesn't know. Also, she's not very nice to people she does know either. Princess, I just want to make you laugh. That's why I am telling you, Barbie, my friend. Don't be upset, my friend. I will always stay with you. Anytime when you want my help. I am always there, my cutie pie." Thanks for the giggles, my little Swedish fish flavored Oreo. Yeah, you all know how I feel about Swedish fish flavored Oreos, and they are nasty. I made something special today. It's a surprise, though. Took a break with the kids when Brytnie came to visit Richard. I do not need to be in the same room with that woman. Anyway, it's not quite finished. I want it to be absolutely perfect. Richard is moving a little bit, but the doctor said not to get our hopes up. It's so hard not knowing what's going to happen. His dad is really breathing down my neck. My mom got into town, and now I won't have to keep taking the kids to friends' houses, and they should be able to go to school as long as things aren't looking too bleak. Oh, Fred is sleeping on my couch tonight because someone spotted that clown near my house. The one that chased me until I went tumbling down the hill. Can't my life just be boring for a little while? Sleep well, Schmoopy." Ashwin says, "Love you, my sweet, my lovely friend. Princess, now I am darn sure about that Richard will get well soon, and you will enjoy your life with Richard. Remember those days, my friend, when Richard was with you. I want to give you something if you don't mind. Mwah! I said, thanks, Ashwin. The hospital called me in very early, and I thought it was the end. Richard was mumbling, Veronica. If he lives, apparently he wants to be with her, or else he sees someone on the other side named Veronica, and she's beckoning him towards the light. Probably just another stripper, though. I'm trying to hold it together. I can't badmouth my children's father in front of them. Eventually they will figure it out on their own. Apparently Brytnie has hurt feelings. She told me to pull the plug. And now I just got a call that my son is sick at school and I have to go get him. It never ends. Okay, that's real. I really did have to go get my son at school because he was about to throw up, which he did for over 24 hours. Good times. Okay, so this is what he was leading up to. Princess, if I want your help, then what will you do? Will you help me, my friend? I think this is the part where he was going to ask for money until I made things weird. I said, I don't know how I can help anyone at the moment. I can hardly help myself. Huge storm is coming and we will probably lose power for days. I hope the job search is going well. Have to go get supplies. He writes back, Princess, how are you? Are you fine? My son can't stop throwing up. Spending less time at the hospital because Zenith needs me. It's not the same when Grandma takes care of him. She also doesn't know where the lanterns are for when the power goes out. Fred is helping me find everything. So grateful for him. I'm having a fun time rubbing it in how into Fred I am. You know, just so he doesn't get any funny ideas. Oh, then I said, did you find a new job yet? I hope so. Not yet, Princess. I'm sure I'm supposed to think that that's my fault that he lost his phony job. I said, I'm so sorry. I put something on Google Plus to cheer you up. It's the surprise I told you about. And this is all he had to say. Princess, I am feeling very bad because I have no job, and I did not tell my mom about these things that I am fired from my company. I think what he meant was he didn't want me to put it on Google Plus like I did, that I was trying to cheer him up because he lost his job, and I put up this beautiful, beautiful work of art. So rather than acknowledge that maybe I shouldn't have made that public, I just said, oh, you need to tell your mom. Moms always want to help. You can go to her and cry about all of your troubles. 3 of my kids are now throwing up and I've been up almost all night. So exhausting. And my lights are starting to flicker in this windstorm. There won't be any TV for my children to watch and I won't be able to wash the laundry. I hope your job search goes well today. Better send this before I lose power. As for Google Plus, we'll start with Fred. I have a confession to make. When Chopper attacked Richard, it wasn't entirely the fault of Princess. Well, Richard should not have attempted to get in bed with her without her consent, but there's one more factor. I had rubbed a large steak on Richard's car seat, and the scent was absorbed into his pants, thus making his bits and pieces irresistible to Chopper. It's my fault Chopper is dead, and that Richard remains in a coma after developing a severe infection. Steve Buttercup, if you're going to sue someone, sue me. Don't sue my beloved princess. She was only trying to protect herself from harm. Then Richard's dad said, What? You gave my son meat pants? Inconceivable. Princess says, Fred, I know that's not true. You're just trying to protect me. I don't want you in legal trouble, Fred. Fred also wrote, Last night was wonderful. I heard my love having night terrors, so I ran upstairs and held her in my arms till she ceased crying. And then her mother came in and beat me with an umbrella, yelling at me to get out. Still, it was one of the best moments of my life. I returned to the couch where I resumed evil clown patrol. Princess was recently chased by a clown, and he was seen in the vicinity by a neighbor yesterday. I will not rest until the clown is captured and my love is safe again. Richard's dad says, My son is in a coma and you're trying to steal his wife from him. Inconceivable. Brytnie says, Ooh, that sounds nice. I have nightmares too, Fred. Wink, wink. Fred says, I have nightmares about you making sexual advances towards me, Brytnie. Oh wait, that was real. Please stop doing so. And let's check out Steve Buttercup's page. Inconceivable! My son is dying in the hospital after his so-called wife trained her rabid dog to attack the family jewels. And as for Princess, I think we left off about here. We're still waiting. Fred has been my shoulder to cry on and stayed with me in the waiting room all night. Thank you, Fred. Thank you to my dear friends who have been taking the kids. Fred says, it's my pleasure to be with you, even when you're sad. I will do everything I can to support you. Did you know you slept on my shoulder for a while last night? I didn't mind. I did? Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Was I snoring? And a nice photo of Princess Buttercup. Back when I was truly happy. I miss those days. Richard is stirring a bit, but it's too soon to tell if he's going to improve. Brytnie came by to see him finally, and I excused myself to go to the recreation center in the hospital to do arts and crafts. Brytnie wore her, quote, work uniform. I need to go home and sleep in my own bed. I'm so exhausted. I got a call from the hospital very early in the morning that I should come quickly. I thought this is it, and was prepared to watch Richard take his last breaths. But he was mumbling, Veronica, Veronica. Either he is involved with yet another woman, or he's talking to someone on the other side as they beckon him to walk towards the light. I'm guessing it's the first. I am so fed up and can't believe the hours I've spent here for a man who doesn't respect me. I do it for the kids. Brytnie says, what? Pull the plug. Brytnie, you are a terrible human being. Go away. Fred, thank you for calming me down last night after my awful clown nightmare. And sorry my mom hit you with an umbrella. This post right here, Ashwin gave it a +1. That is the first sign of activity on her account, except for following her. He doesn't like Fred, so I think he likes that he got hit with an umbrella. Fred said, no worries, my love. Your mother is feisty, and I like that. It didn't take that long for the bleeding to stop. What a time for the stomach flu. 2 kids throwing up now and 5 to go. I can't be in 2 places at once, and I feel like I need to be here for my babies. I'm exhausted and worried. Fred says, I'll be by in a while to see if you need anything. Jealous, Ashwin? And this is when I posted my glorious creation that Ashwin gave no reaction to. I'm grateful for friends who make me laugh when life is hard. My friend Ashwin is so funny. He was calling me all of these pet names the other day to make me giggle and knew it would come off as extra funny. Because the best time to hit on someone is when their cheating husband is in a coma. I have a twisted sense of humor. So I made him this to return the favor. At least I'm pretty sure he was joking about the pet names. Brytnie made him lose his job by calling him over and over again, so I hope I can make him laugh. I also wrote him a letter of recommendation so he can find a new job. It's all I have to give. Good luck, Ashwin. Brytnie says, you are crazy. If I ever felt bad about stealing Richard from you, I would instantly stop feeling bad the moment I saw this. Totes and approps. And that's coming from me, laugh out loud. And I made him lose his job. Maybe if he hadn't asked me what I looked like, what I was wearing, and hinting that he wanted to get it on with me, he would still have a, quote, job. You know, scamming people isn't a real job, right? Richard's dad says, the nerve you have posting such a thing while my son's life is yet in danger. Inconceivable. Fred says, my love, you have the most wicked sense of humor, and I adore you. My future Mrs. Princess Flint. I'm going to agree with Brytnie this one time, though, that Ashwin is a scammer. But of course, you know, this is our one ongoing argument. We will have to agree to disagree. You are free to draw your own conclusions and make your own decisions. I hope you also know I'll be proposing the moment Richard flatlines. Just joking, of course. Or am I? Richard's dad says, "I'm suing all of you." Fred says, "Oh, please, your threats don't frighten me. Besides, I'm so financially successful, your pathetic little lawsuit would hardly make a dent in my wallet. Your disgusting, unfaithful pig of a son had his gonads chewed off by that dog because he hadn't learned to respect a woman ever, least of all his wife. I suspect he learned that from you. Leave Princess to grieve in whatever way she chooses. You haven't walked in her adorably petite shoes." Brytnie says, "Wait, I knew Richard was injured, but the berries are gone? What about the twig?" "How much money do you make, Fred? I have a little proposition for you. Let's chat." "Good heavens, Brytnie, do you think any of us are questioning Richard about the current status of his anatomy and its whereabouts? He's barely conscious." And from a friend, "Do you have Ashwin's address? I'm sure if you post this to him, you will think it's the most adorable thing ever." I don't have his address, but I told him I posted it here. He didn't say anything about it. "Our power keeps going out, and I'm afraid we're going to lose it for good. Not a great time for a windstorm. It's so cold in this house, and my sick kids already have the chills. I'll have to set up a cozy area in front of the fireplace. I'm so bad at building fires, though." "You know you can count on me for anything. I'll make sure there's a roaring fire going all night long to keep you and the children warm. Your mother, too, but I figure her burning hatred for all living things keeps her warm at night. I'll bring my down comforter for her." "Haha, Fred, what would I do without you? The power has still been going on and off. I'm worried about you driving in the storm. Please be safe." And this is when my son talked to a scammer yesterday. I was gone. At the hospital again, Quasar is grounded because earlier when I was away from home, someone called to let me know our computer was hacked, and he pretended to be me. And then he wasted that person's time for 40 minutes. Our computer can't even turn on right now because the power is out at home. Now I won't be able to do anything about the hacker until the power is back on. And this is really embarrassing. Princess accidentally posted her blog on Google+. There must have been a box that was checked automatically or something like that. So we have this post titled "Feeling Stupid." But first we'll read the comments. "Oh no! No! This wasn't supposed to post! It automatically posted to Google+. How do I delete it? This is my blog with my innermost feelings that no one is supposed to see." Richard's dad says, "You wish death upon my son? Inconceivable." Fred says, "I confess, I love your innermost thoughts, but when I get home tonight, I will show you how to delete it. I can also show you how to make your blog private, my love." Dear, what did she say? Oh, this post is called "Feeling Stupid." I'm not going to read all the blog posts to you right now because that would take a long time. There's the beautiful work of art that I did. Got some glare here. "I feel so stupid. I made something for my friend Ashwin, thinking maybe it would make him laugh. But I don't think he received it the way I intended. I worked on it for hours, and he didn't say anything about how beautiful it was or anything. Maybe he thought I was making fun of him. I don't know. He had been saying all of these lovely things to me to cheer me up and make me laugh, so I thought, let's see how he reacts if I make him a pink heart with the words Mrs. Princess Shukla. He's been stressed out. So all he said was that he hadn't told his mom yet that he lost his job. Not a word about my funny joke. Maybe he thinks I want to marry him and I freaked him out. An uncle of mine says there's a little truth in every joke. Maybe Ashwin feels that way. Maybe he thinks deep down my joke represents a wish I feel deep down in my heart to be his wife. Maybe he's upset because he sees Fred and I growing closer. So much of my energy lately goes towards fighting my feelings for Fred. I want to do the right thing as a still married woman and as a mom. I have to set a good example for my children. I can't have them thinking that I was waiting for their dad to die so I could finally be with Fred without the world thinking what a horrible person I am. I do finally believe, though, that Fred loves me. Richard's dad threatened to sue me, and Fred told him to sue him instead, claiming that Chopper had attacked him in part because he rubbed some meat on his car seat and he sat on it. Would a guy really go to that much trouble just because he wanted to have a fling with me? I don't think so. I feel so weak. I find myself staring at Fred as he does everything from chopping firewood to folding my kids' laundry with me. After my mom beat him with an umbrella, we had a moment where I applied some bandages to his bleeding head. Our eyes met, and I thought for a moment that resisting the temptation to kiss him would be impossible. It was Fred that broke eye contact, though. Knowing how strongly I feel about doing the right thing, I find myself searching for an excuse for him to be with me. But I know he realizes I'm not that helpless. Just being in the same room together makes us both so happy, so I continue to ask him to come over to open a jar of pickles, even though my mother is freakishly strong and could do it for me. Fred doesn't know that, though. Well, he has seen how she uses an umbrella as a weapon, but he's not aware of her exceptionally strong grip. Richard has still been in and out of consciousness, and I feel like my life is on pause. I can't serve him the divorce papers when he's not awake. Who knows how long our miserable divorce will last? What kind of revenge will he take on me for rejecting him? He will try to hurt me by attempting to take our children. He will say that I'm stupid, crazy, incompetent, etc. I'm just going to say the terrible thing that's in my head. I hope Richard doesn't make it. Let's see what else she wrote about on her blog, Exploring My Feelings. Let's see. There's the original post. I'm not going to read all of this. No, I can't. I feel like I'm losing my voice. About me. A confession. Well, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? Looking back. And feeling stupid, which I just read. There still hasn't been a response from Ashwin, so either I scared him off, or he realized he's never going to get any money out of me, or he realizes that I'm really into Fred. Or maybe he's on his way here to propose to me right now. But he's going to have a difficult time getting here because there's a windstorm coming, there's going to be a lot of downed trees, or maybe he's out looking for a job. What if he actually lost his scammer job because he gave out his real name and then that caused trouble for him? This might force him to have to go out and look for a real job. Good luck, Ashwin.